Hello, this is Tom from Nimba Creations. In this video, I will be applying our arrow wound prosthetics. Later, I'll show you how to make a fake arrow using readily available materials. I will use our Perfect Palette 2.0 to color this makeup, although cream colors are just as effective. I apply a film of our prosthetic adhesive to the center of the gelatin, but not the edges. The matching areas of the model's face also gets adhesive. Once the appliances are in place, I use a cotton swab to glue down the remaining edges. Our gelatin blender is used to melt the edges into the skin. Work the blender away from the appliance and onto the skin so as not to lift an edge. Using 99% isopropyl alcohol, I wet out the colors I will use. I use a brush to mix in the alcohol and liquefy the colors. I mix them into a wash of a base flesh tone. A cut-down half-inch brush is used to spatter a fine mist onto the appliance and skin. Next, I mix a slightly reddened variation of the flesh tone and spatter this on for texture. Building up flesh tones this way helps create a very realistic result. I create a grayed blue-green color to reproduce the model's beard shadow. A raw red color is brushed into the wounds. A very light flesh tone is used to highlight the raised areas. Now that the makeup is finished, let's move on to the arrow. You will need a couple of paper drinking straws, some light cardboard, a sheet of paper, PVA glue, super glue, 1 or 2 cans of spray paint, and artist's acrylic or plastic model paints to make the arrow parts. Cut 3 matching arrow fins or fletches out of some thin card using a pair of scissors. Next, cut a triangle off the corner of a sheet of paper. Roll this into a fine cone and glue it with PVA adhesive. When this is dry, squeeze the cone flat. Cut a shallow arc at the back of the cone to create an arrowhead shape. Cut a notch into the end of a straw to allow the straw to fit inside the arrowhead while maintaining its shape. Once the glue is dried, squeeze the side of the arrowhead to give it some sharp-looking edges. Coat the arrowhead with a smooth layer of PVA and let this dry. Use a longer section of straw and glue the fletches evenly onto this. Take your time and let the glue dry. This can be fiddly. I chose to give all of the parts a coat of gray primer. You don't have to, but I think the final prop comes out looking better. Once this is fully dried, I paint everything with an ivory spray color. I used artist's acrylic paints to add markings and color the fletches. If done carefully, you can make an impressively light prop that will stay in place by itself. Now let's put it all together. I use super glue to adhere the parts of the arrow into the appliances. The appliances are thick enough to keep the glue away from the skin, but you must double check this and exercise caution. I glue the arrow's shafts at an upward angle so that when I let go of them, they settle into a level position. This can take a bit of trial and error, but you'll get it. I add a small amount of blood to the wound. I brush the arrow with a thin film of dishwashing liquid. This keeps the artificial blood from beading up.